What's up, everybody? How's it going? How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing excellent right now.
The real deep down you is the whole universe.
Gonna be working on a lot of stuff tonight. A lot of stuff. Really gonna keep things a little similar to last night. But I do have one main goal, which is really gonna be the big, a lot of stuff to do. And, I really mean it's gonna be a lot of stuff I gotta do. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to get it all done in time. I'm sure I will, but definitely got a lot to do. The thing is, you might have already seen in the title, I actually plan on doing my level 55. Yes, level 55 fishing quest tonight, but I'm not quite there. Literally, a little over 3/4 of the way there. So, hopefully, I can get enough in there, time that is, to actually get that going. And that is only a temporary startup screen. I'm actually going to be using it for a little bit, but I'm actually kind of working on a better one. Looks a lot better. And the PC gamer, hello, how are you? Hopefully you're doing very well. Glad you could make it tonight. Riz, what is up? But, other than trying to do that fishing quest, again, gonna be trying to get some more Rathalos clears, some more Byakko clears, and all of that fun stuff. So, Riz, what are you up to tonight? And PC and Riz, I hope you've both had a great day, and hopefully the intro into this weekend is going very well. I say that because technically, I'm on the weekend now, so hopefully you're either getting close to that point as well, or at least are maybe already there. Not great. Oh shit. PC gamer, that is serious. Wow. I definitely hope you start feeling better. No doubt. Hopefully everything starts to go. Well, I hope it just gets better. That's definitely unfortunate. And Judo, thank you for the lot. Glad you can make it. How are you tonight, Judo? Trying to get more Rathalos skills. I feel you there. You are so far ahead of me. I'm so jealous. But hey, you know, 9 isn't so bad. It's definitely not 50. 41 more. Only 4 more Byakko, though. 4 more. Oh, okay. I also would love to send good vibes as well, though. But I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Judo. It's nice. Okay, Choco, let's set some ground rolls. 1, you're doing okay right now. That's a shitty ground roll, I know. 2, well, just don't get on the green screen. You got this. Alright. What in the world is that? Fire Emblem? Tokyo Sessions? It sounds cool, although Fire Emblem back in the day was a tough one for me. It was a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics, just like the movement in the battle system literally always, I don't want to say scared me away, but that is a good way of putting it. It's a cool game. I'll take your word for it. I might look it up a little bit later tonight if I can remember it. I may end up looking it up tomorrow when I'm reviewing things I've looked, said, and done within the video, and when I look at the chat replay. But I'll give it a look up sometime. So, PC Gamer, how do you actually feel about running some roulettes? Or, you know, you totally don't have to. Honestly, if you just want to stick to Rathalos, I feel you all the way. That is a long grind. And eventually, like, the thing with it, one of the reasons why I want to do it more than Tsukiyomi at the time isn't just the fact that it's 50 versus 100, although that is the biggest weighing factor. The second factor is, I'm actually afraid for this fight. I know it's going to last a very long time, but literally give it like 3 or 4 more months, I don't really see many people doing it. It's going to be like that thing that pops up on the party finder, well, I don't want to even say the party finder, the trial roulette, probably later down the road, and you're just going to be sitting there cussing like, fuck, this guy again? Awakening? Oh, Fire Emblem talk. It's a Wii U game. Well, that's out of my jurisdiction. Not that I have anything against the Wii U, I just don't own one. Last Nintendo game system I actually owned myself was a DS. It was the 2DS though. I had a 3DS, but I just really loved the 2DS design. Call me crazy, I just felt so classic, like I was on a good old Game Boy Color. Other than that, my mother actually had like a Wii that she bought, like the original Wii. Her and my stepdad bought one for me and my brother, kind of, in a way. Something, that way we'd have something to play at their place when we got over there, when we would visit, but we were kind of already grown-ish. I was in high school, so the Wii was kind of like not up as far as my ballpark as other gaming consoles were. It's actually like, man, it might have been like 9th grade, 8th grade maybe, somewhere around that era. What is up, Fox? Still got that good old PS1. I actually still own a PlayStation 1 as well, and a PlayStation 2. Choco, I'm pretty sure that's my shoelace. No. I've never seen a dog that likes Converses. It makes no sense. She doesn't even want to chew on my shoes. It's that little plastic tip at the end of the shoestring. Don't you do it. Nothing much, about to get on 14, Nos. Hey, Judo. No doubt, good luck to Fire Emblem and everything. Sounds like fun. And enjoying time with your boyfriend as well, no doubt. Okay, let's get this going. I'm only gonna do, like last night, the 70 and the expert. Really, that's the best yield, and it goes decently quick. Hopefully I'm in a good party. Mira, glad you could make it. How are you this evening, Mira? Did you make some progress in Final Fantasy XIV here? Shit. That inventory is so full. I'm actually going to, I think, go to the Dome and Enclave first today. It says 5-minute average time, and I kind of believe it with it being Thursday night. You have like every college student like going into the weekend, so probably loads of people online. Normally I don't even believe it. Sorcerer Fish is yours. Rhino Beetle Carapace is also yours. Osfairy. And, market board stuff. Albathian Smelt. Is that the high quality? It's not. I've got 6 of them. And another Osfairy. So did anybody read about or see the changes that are about to come to the user interface within the game? Honestly, there's quite a bit of really cool things. At the same time, though, it's just like a couple of things I completely understand. You know, other people have been asking about them, but some of the things that I just never really thought about that were like being brought up and being changed. Good, you almost have your red mage on at 56. 4 levels to 60. Nice, nice. Number 4 on the duty finder. Sweet. It's actually gonna I don't want to jinx it. I was gonna say it's not gonna. It's actually gonna go faster than the duty font or the time on the duty finder, but it's already went up. Okay. 1,450. 1,360. Huh? 1,660. 1,550. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Same. You want that cheap stuff, I gotcha. 50,000? Oh, it's 3 of them. Okay. But still, that is expensive. 30,000? I can see it. Do it. 50,000? What the monkey? And it's the same person. I'm only selling 1. I don't even get the people trying to sell, like, the non-high quality ones. Like, these are worthless. Especially for these process. Wow. I wonder how many people fell for that. And let's make it a reasonable 9,000 1 gil for taxes. Oh man, I wanted to sell, but at the same time, it's like, I'm gonna make it 8,000. I know how much it's worth. You could sell these things for like 15,000 a pop, easily, even with those others up there. But I don't care. Screw it. It's 8,000 gil. Why not? Really? Cannot do that while that's up. Well, isn't that just peachy? I'll get back to it right after this. Oh, lady. Come on now. They're waiting on me. To be honest, Mira, I don't even need level 6 materia. Like, I have enough to, like, meld probably almost every class right now. I just don't do anything with it. Like, my summoner's, like, to the T now. And I've been thinking about doing the White Mage next when I have all the pieces of armor. I'm actually really stoked that I'm in Scholar right now. Really stoked. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty stacked on materia though. That is cool. Definitely. Because I'm not gonna lie, you definitely brought news to my ears. I didn't know that you could do that. So, that's cool. To be honest with you, like, I really didn't even know converting materia period was a thing, so that is actually pretty cool. Especially for people who don't like to run like expert content at all. Like to keep it very casual, but still like to be on their top melds. That really does help out a lot. LJ's got all the info. How long has LJ been actually playing this game? Seems like a long time because he's actually filled me in with a couple things here and there. I'm glad it looks like we got a pretty decent party going. Is he going for all, or is he stopping here? What are we doing? Looks like we're stopping here. Damn, I can't talk. Bear with me though, I am brutally tired. Work like kicked my ass today. Two or 3 years? Nice. Yeah, I remember him actually telling me that he was playing a lot during Heaven's Ward. I didn't know if it was actually an original base game or anything like that, but that's still, I mean, that's still quite a long time. I've actually been in there that full year now. I'm excited to say. It's been a great year. To be honest with you, I just don't want to be in two places tonight, and I know 9 times out of 10 it's probably going to be one or the other. When I do the expert roulette, I really don't want to go to Swallow's Compass tonight. I've already been in there 2 days in a row, and I really do not want to be in Fractal. Which, I mean, it's not that I got a problem with it, it's just one of my least favorite dungeons in this game. It's compared to all the others that we've been into, it just feels so bland to me in a way. What you got going on? You got your Paladin to 50 today, nice. You like playing the Paladin, Mira? We're almost there. 10% left on Kelpie. Good deal. You love the warrior in Dark Knight better? It feels bland to you, really? Really hope that the next place does actually not so happen to be Fractal or Swallow's Compass. You know, I never thought I'd really say that though. Like, I'm fine if it's Swallow's Compass. I really love the dungeon. I love how it's set up. Kind of almost has a Scala feel to it, and it works out. I've just been in there so much the last few days. The last 2 days in a row, but just in general, like the last few days, I've been in there quite a bit. Good deal. Black Mage Tom, nice. Goddess of War and Magic titles. What is Goddess of War? I'm guessing that's for playing all the tanks, maybe? Okay. I feel ya. Mira, thanks for popping in. Have a great night. And, do again, thank you so much for, popping in tonight. Definitely was a pleasure to have you. Can't wait till next time. Wanted to hurry up and get it out there before he turns us all into damn Spriggan. Can't tell you how many times I've had that happen in this spot. Have Death Flare ready. Right about to punch it. Spriggan. Verda, hello! How are you this evening? And there was one of those moments I was talking about. Spriggan! Only it wasn't Death Flare, it was, well, might as well have been. Good old Bahamut. Either way. I wish that there was like another tier limit break that had more of a involvement with Bahamut. I do love how it looks though when the summoner does his limit break. You get the giant Bahamut looking, or maybe just dragon looking wings. I always think Bahamut, but still. Astava, hello. Wrath? Not bad. Pagos? Haven't even put foot in there. Honestly, bluntly put, I don't know if I will. I don't really ever talk about it because I get hate for it, but I'm not a Eureka fan, and that whole system they love to use in there, just not a fan. Like the idea and the concept, in a sense, it's just the layout and formats. I'm not really about it. For Rathalos, though, he's an asshole, and I hate him, but I only need 41 more clears. Already got the Poogie, so get that mount, and I'm good. I mean, it's a fun fight, you know, I really do believe, you know, it's fun, but, it's definitely irritating as well, and it's a hard fight. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my boat. And that not for everyone kind of thing. Level 37 Paladin, nice. I have also been doing pretty well. About to have the weekend off, so I'm stoked about that. No work is always a great thing. Well, I take that back. Not having to work when it is negotiable is always a great thing. Or when it's for pleasure and, you know, not a bad thing. Ah, shit. Last stretch, pretty much to the end before the boss. Do I remember the first few? Yeah, you know, honestly, there was a few times I messed up with a lot of things in this game, but I gotta say, for the most part, I've always loved it. It's definitely been a fun ride, and luckily for me, every single bit of this game that I've ever played ever has been streamed, except for like a few moments where I jumped on, kind of like in the background here to maybe learn a fight. Like, I remember with Byakko, I had a few like practice runs. There's been a few times where I did fishing offline, trying to work out the culinarian offline, then just kind of going full fisherman because trying to work up both things at the same time isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. In a sense, they play hand in hand, but in the end, they'll take you down two separate journeys. But it's been a long ride though, for sure. I couldn't agree more there, Verda. Oh, definitely gonna be playing some 5.0. I wish that it was not gonna be next year at this time. But yeah, I don't see myself stop playing this game like anytime soon. I've been playing for so long, and there's still so much that I have not even done yet. Like, sure, the story has been covered, but like, I have not played all of the stories, you know, talking about jobs, and I love all those for the most part. There's been a quest here and there that I was kind of like, about, but for the most part, I've loved even every storyline that I've ever played. Speculation? For the next job, not really. It's kind of something we've had on actually a topic the last few days. Well, the last couple days on this stream. I don't want to say the last few and make it sound like more than it is, but like the last couple of days on the stream, we've kind of been talking about like maybe predictions. And I don't want to say any predictions that I have because I don't really have many. Loads of things that I would love to see come to the game, and loads that I've heard that others would love to come to the game as well. And two of those things, we'll start off with my two, more tanks and healers. And everybody else is kind of like in this, like, they want the dancer, want, like, and the blue mage. You know, a lot of people are really wanting those right now. Whether we actually get them or not is a whole different story. I do hope we at least get another tank and another healer. I'm not really too specific on what I would like it to be. Shit. Second too late. Oh. Well, at least I was really far away. Julian, hello. Pink mage. What would a pink mage be? Any hint what the next expansion is supposed to be? Oh, fuck. Honestly, not really. You know, there's still loads of the, like, pre-patch release out. Holy fuck. Like, one example, we still have 4.4 coming up. We still have literally a whole year of this game coming up. So any, like, trying to speculate anything right now would just be so vague. Just because there's so much that could happen between now and next year. I mean, really, a lot could happen. You know how it is playing through these crazy, weird between expansions moments, you know? A lot happens. People die, stories changes, like, so much changes. Oh, like the blue mage? I mean, blue mage is already heavily wanted. We may get it. I don't know about pink mage, though. It's honestly the first time I've even heard of it myself. Fuck. Just kidding. A hybrid class. The green mage. Oh, like a time mage. That would be cool. Garlemald would be cool. I mean, they're kind of hinting at it, like, a lot. Especially, like, some of the new stuff coming out. It's hard to, like, I gotta give it to the tank. I want to give it to the healer, I do. But that damn tank, oh man, he did good DPS, kept the pull. Definitely was cool. I'll dance with you, healer. I wish you could give out more than one player calm. How do you add friends cross-server? I don't know. I don't know if you can, actually. Unless you're in the same data center. I think that's the only way. Because I have a few friends that are on different servers, but they're all within the same data center, though, so... I don't really know if you can outside of that. You know, I can say something, though. I've mentioned it before, is I would really love the Lupin to be a playable race. That's something I would really love for the new expansion. Mainly, gosh, I just really just don't want it to be a random Beast Tribe quest again. Like, it's a really strong, reoccurring thing in this game. And, you know, this time around in Stormblood, we didn't get a new race. It was literally, last one introduced was in Heaven's Ward with the Aura, so... it would be cool, you know? And we're not going to get a lot of the classics, like we're literally not going to be Moogles, Tonberries, and Cactars out here. So, you know, and the Lupin are a really good mid-range. I don't think I would switch characters, but I would be tempted to make an alt to actually play offline. I would love to see, like, a maybe Lupin-themed story. That's something else that they could actually add to this game that isn't a thing. Like, race-based stories, you know? Like, you vaguely get them here and there. You know, a lot of people think the Lalafell are evil because of those. But, like, honestly, having more core storylines to each actual race would just be amazing. You can add them if you had contact with them in a raid or a dungeon. And I agree, Ostava. I would love to see the Lupin. That's been my biggest thing since I've actually saw them within Stormblood here. I've wanted them to be a playable class. But, again, it's not like I'm gonna give up the old Lalafell here. This guy, we've been through thick and... wait, he's over there. We've been through thick and thin. Literally. It didn't even put my... oh, wait, I just got that. 860. $1,500, $1,421. And this again, my extremely cheap fish compared to others here. I'm gonna go 8,416. And that's pretty much everything for now. So that's gonna be a thing. The expanded inventory box will be back. That's one of those UI things I'd mentioned earlier. There's actually quite a bit of things actually coming into the game. Or being changed up. Like, they're gonna add a search bar to your minion list. And make it so, like, there's gonna be, like, slightly highlighted or something, or maybe like little like number icons in the corner of their thing to let you know when you had actually got them to help you find your minion. As it was quoted on there, it was like, you know, when you get a new minion and you just like literally want to show it off, but then you're just like, as they said, where the in Hodlin is it? Like, literally. And it was like Poogie here, even though it went to the end, you know. At first I was like, what the fuck? Where the hell is it? Better yet, when you get these notable, like, in-game characters, or even the Byakko Cup here, how it's just literally randomly nestled in here between all these others. That would be a cool thing, but, honestly, I think a lot of people would get upset about that. I think the Rogadin actually were originally, it could have only been like a similar class in Final Fantasy XI or something like that. Again, I was nowhere near 1.0. But they've done something like that before, had an actual race exclusive to a gender, and it didn't really work out in the long run. But I could feel you there. It would make total sense. I mean, we've definitely seen more male of the Lupin, and literally you only see female Viera. But, and that is another one I would love to actually see added to the game as well. I don't know if I'd actually play it, but to actually see it within the game would be nice. But I feel you. That's definitely not a bad option, but I see how it could really result in just like complete anarchy. Like this game, it's so like gender neutrality, like so neutral between people, amongst everybody, or they would want it to be. Like how the old Manderville stuff used to be female exclusive. Now the males can wear it. Loads of stuff like that. It usually doesn't hold up as well. I hated, like, last time they actually said something about the Viera. One of the actual excuses, which blew my mind, were actually they brought up the shoes. How that would be a problem. Thought I saw a quest there, but I didn't. Literally, just the trading card thing. Triple triad. Okay. The main goal for tonight is actually getting this fisherman to 55. Try to jump back into that now. I remember seeing that. I also remember seeing loads of fan art that also looked really, really good. And you know, I agree. They should probably add it, honestly. Fans would flock to it, especially Final Fantasy XII fans. Given the playstyle of this game already, it would just make so much sense. People would flock to the game. They really would. I always struggle with this nowadays. Which one? If they have beast-like feet. That just, I guess that makes sense why we're not playing as Al-Majah out here right now, but still. I feel like that's just like a minor detail that most people would not have a problem with in the end. The feet. Yeah, I thought that's what it was. I have not played 1.0 of Final Fantasy. I literally started this game last year. It was the third game to actually ever be streamed on my channel. And I've been back every day since. Except for like 3 days where things were just like happening, mostly maintenance. Honestly, if I had played 1.0 and only had the progress I have now, which is, you know, it's decent progress, but there's still a lot I have not been into in the game, I'd be disappointed. But I can't say that I'm actually happy to say that I'm decently happy with the location I'm at in the game, you know? In a year, I've made it this far. Loads of completion. Loads of good times. That's another thing. And I love this story. It kills me to have to wait 3 months to get like 10 quests for the damn story, and then I gotta wait like fucking 3 more months again. Hildebrand's another one that does that to you. Like, it's such a fun story. Plus they have all these nice little things along the way to kind of keep you going, like, you know, the whole Gilgamesh fight and stuff like that. And, you know, that's a lot of fun too, but the waiting period between it all is so brutally brutal. It's like getting snippets of your favorite TV show. Yeah, I've actually, there's a channel on YouTube. I can't quote it at the moment. Gosh. It's like Studio Speakers Network. They have the most random name that doesn't sound Final Fantasy-esque at all. But literally, dude will tell you everything about this game in 1.0. That's basically the main focus of his channel. I'm pretty sure it's Speakers Network. It's something like that. And, yeah, they'll give you loads of 1.0 information. I've watched a lot of it, like, probably half of his content, to be honest with you. When I'm, like, just chilling before stream, sometimes I'll have it playing in the background while I'm setting stuff up. Because, you know, it's gonna be damn near impossible for me to play that. There's private servers where you can actually play 1.0. But, you know how it's gonna be. Q-toms are bad enough now. Try Q-toms in a dead game, or a dead version of a game. I can only imagine how bad that could be. But yeah, I feel you though. You watched this thing yesterday. Welcome back, Mira. That's really awesome. Mr. Happy also does some 1.0 stuff along the way, but not a whole lot, you know? He's more so like current up-to-date things, his live streams on Twitch, and then of course his walkthroughs, gods, and he's got that bestiary thing he's got going on as well. Which, I chuckle at it, I do, but I'm not making fun of it in any way. It's genius, and I would do the same thing, but I can only imagine how much time he took to do all that. Which is cool, it is. But I can also literally Google every single bit of that, and probably read it faster than what his video is going to tell me about it. Bluntly put. Still cool, though. And I'm not talking bad about Mr. Happy either. Literally, he's one of my favorite streamers. They're really informative on a lot of things, like when I'm about to fight Savage content. I'm not a first day Savage content runner. I would like to be one day, but I lack the active party members. Although, Rez has actually been keeping up with me on current events, which is really awesome. Actually ahead of me on those Rathalos clears. Super jealous of you, Rez. Final tier, yeah, what is it, Alphascape? I'm hit and miss about it. Still gotta face God Kefka, damn it. I'm behind. Still behind. 15 more? What the hell, Rez? Congrats, no doubt. Yeah, Mira, I mean, you keep up pretty well. I'm just all about what's going on now, and I don't, it's the game that done it to me. It really is. Like, it was kind of like how I was talking about earlier, like, kind of like running through the game and stuff, after, XIV really just kind of bringing up little nostalgic moments there. And, man, I remember the first stretch from literally, A Realm Reborn, all the way to Heavensward, slightly into Stormblood. I know, that's weird. Back into Heavensward, after Stormblood, teasing, finished Heavensward, then played all of Stormblood. And then I've been in this, like, waiting for each patch, each pre-patch, each post-patch. Just the little points along the way. Like little nibbles. That's why I say it's like watching a snippet of your favorite show. Like, you love it so much, and you want to see what... It's like, literally, sometimes I feel like playing through these, I want the next expansion to be here so bad, but when I play through a patch, I feel like it's like when you just finished the, like, last episode of your favorite show. I mean, I'm talking your favorite show. Game of Thrones, DBZ, whatever. I can keep going. I'm not going to. And then, like, at the end, you notice that, like, the credits are over, but you're looking down and there's, like, a 2-minute thing there, and you're like, holy shit, is this a post-credit scene? No, they're just showing you small clips for the next season that you're not gonna see 2 years from now. And you're just like, it looks so great. But you still gotta wait 2 years for it. Luckily, it's not 2 years for this at this point. It's like another year, but still. A year, hopefully will fly by. I mean, after all, it's already been a year since Stormblood has been released. How insane is that? A year. I don't want to say I cringe when I look back. Occasionally, I'll go back and watch, like, a video from a year ago, but yeah. Tumbles now compared to tumbles a year ago in this game. Like, when I jumped into Final Fantasy XIV here, I was thinking this would be a World of Warcraft spin-off, basically. And in some cases, I know how so much of this game has been modeled after World of Warcraft. I'm a huge World of Warcraft fan, by the way. So I'm not saying anything bad about it. By saying that, love Final Fantasy XIV, love both games equally. I don't know. I can't, well, yeah, equally. This is the first, expansion in World of Warcraft that I've never played through. So, I gotta say equally. But the games are literally polar opposites in a sense. You know, there's no factions here. The community is a lot less savage. Be that as it may. Somebody on here, if they don't like you, they blacklist you and never play with you again. World of Warcraft, if they don't like you, I played PvP. You will die every day for a month. I'm not kidding. And you will be mid-quest or just finished a quest, you're riding your mountain back, you're like, yeah, I'm about to get 10 gold. I know that's not much. I'm about to get 10 gold, but it's a lot if you consider that you have to gather a shit ton of copper and a shit ton of silver just to get some gold. I'm about to get some gold. You see the guy, you're like, there he is. He's on the road. This is just one of those crazy mid-quests. I just wanted that gold. And then lurking in the shadows is that guy from like 5 months ago that you played with, and he's cloaked, and he's invisible, and all of a sudden, boom, you're dead because he killed your leveling player with his highest level player that he's had just lurking in the background, but didn't like you because you messed up the dungeon, and they're just taking month-out aggression out on you. That's World of Warcraft. I wish that was, like, exaggerated. Part of it kind of was, but in the sense, like, there's some savage-ass motherfuckers in World of Warcraft, and there's no other blunt way to put it. Like, there's some savage players. But it's still a lot of fun. The story is great, the gameplay is very fluid, easy to jump into. I want to say slightly easier than Final Fantasy XIV. In my past days, I said Final Fantasy XIV was actually really easy to get into. But the rotation thing is one big thing in Final Fantasy XIV, which kind of is in World of Warcraft if you're really focusing on getting as much DPS as you possibly can out. But it's a little bit less rotation-based than 14 here. 14 here, you gotta be strict on certain rotations with certain characters, like let's say the Samurai. You mess that up and you're not even... There's no point in even playing it, really, if you don't play the rotation right. You can still do pretty damn decent even if you suck in World of Warcraft. There's some bad players out there, I'll give you that. But it's not that bad, you know, it's pretty easy to jump into. After all, it was one of my first MMOs. I played it for years, like started at the beginning, of, well, technically it was at the end of 5th grade, and literally played it up until, basically last year. It was really a little bit before that, but still. Anxious for a new expansion. I would love a new expansion as well. Paladins were DPS? And I feel you, Rez, on the groups. You either get some great groups or not great groups. Oh shit. Oliver, thank you so much for the Patreon support. No doubt, that's really awesome. Thank you so much. I'm definitely gonna have a message for you a little bit later on. But Oliver, that is awesome. Patreon support is really awesome. I totally called it. I told you earlier I would either get in Swallow's Compass or Fractal. Where am I at? Fractal. Steven, what is up? They hinted at classes yet or anything? Not really. No. I would love it if they did. That's kind of what we've been going down tonight, like kind of chatting as like speculation. There's a lot I would actually love to see come into the game, like so many others. No shit. What are you doing to us, Tank? Oh shit. So, Steven, it has been discussed a little bit, but what classes would you like to see come into the game? I'm excited to hear that. We've had some good opinions going down tonight. Gunblade is... Actually, Gunblade would be pretty cool. Gunblade would be very cool. Give me those Final Fantasy 8 vibes, maybe Final Fantasy 13. Ah, you were playing healer here? Holy monkey! Our tank just quit on us. Luckily, it was a tank. We'll get another one probably really quickly. Yeah, the tank left. It happens. Literally, I've had it happen quite a bit. But I get it, you know, that's life. As much as we all love to stay in the game, real life does actually happen in the background still, so. A Gunblade-like class would be nice, definitely. It kind of makes you what they would, like, what would they call a Gunblade class, you know? Like, could they go as far as to maybe call it a Vanguard? I mean, it would work, but then again, you know, with a Gunblade, you almost feel Assassin-esque, you know? My biggest hopes is that we still get more tank and more healers. Like, I'm just spent on moments like this, or just queues for DPS. It's just so brutal. Like, it's unbelievably brutal. It really is. One thing that I'd mention, though, that I would love to see in this game, it's actually a World of Warcraft thing, and that's dual wielding. What the monkey? Our healer just left too? What the monkey is that junk? I love this devoted DPS. A sword that turns into a bow. That would be intense. I've never even thought about that. That would be cool though, definitely. Although I see how it would get more than likely strongly DPS based. Man, this is gonna be super brutal. Oh well, never mind. Everybody quit. Nobody wants to run Fractal tonight. Luckily, I don't get the penalty though, so I don't really mind. I can just get right back in there. Try to catch another couple fish. Waiting on another queue. That's brutal. It's like dominoes. Tank, healer, DPS. I don't want to go back to Fractal right after this. But it might happen. It might. I'm prepared for the worst. And again, there's nothing wrong with Fractal. It's just definitely my least favorite dungeon out of all of them. Take that back. It's not. Armville is my least favorite. Hands down. Armville is not fun. I love all the memes out there that agree with me. Because there's players out there that don't. It blows my mind, but there's people out there who love Armville. I think it's a nightmare. You know, they could do that for the next expansion. Take that dungeon out. But still, a dual-wielding tank is something I would root for. Loads of people would hate it because they would pull strong DPS. But also, a tank that could pull strong DPS, keep their defense up, and still have a full strong aggro. Sounds amazing to me. That sounds World of Warcraft. That's one thing on here that it gets me sometimes, like, when a damn healer pulls aggro over a tank. It happens all the time. But it's a huge pet peeve of mine. Like, when a DPS gets it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But when I see somebody use regen on the person next to him, and then all of a sudden they've got all the pull from a tank, which doesn't actually shine too well on the tank, I'll admit, right off the bat. But the fact that it's possible just blows my mind. That's not gonna change, though. I know, but a tank that could actually keep it all up without ever having to worry about that, ever, would be nice. You know, it would be a very inviting tank to play into the game, which none of them really are. Dark Knight probably is the most inviting, as in, like, jumping or putting your foot in the door. Maybe Warrior, I'm not really gonna say. I've never played it on this game. But I've heard really good things. A lot of people talk really highly of the Warrior. And I know for a fact they bring those Deeps hardcore, which are definitely helpful, especially in Rathalos, which is another place which would be really awesome to have a tank that could pull and keep a good DPS up. Mira, you agree? I also have another, like, idea for a healer, like, another thing, pulling it kind of from World of Warcraft. You actually had healers that would, or had capabilities to DPS a little bit better, but still keep heals up as well, like the Shadow Priest. Usually if you're going Shadow Priest, you're going DPS in a sense. But, I'm just saying, I loved me some good old Shadow Priest. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel you there. That makes a lot of sense, Mira. Samurai and the Red Mage can both definitely pull some heavy aggro, but, it's one of those, like I was kind of mentioning a second ago, they kind of make sense, you know? They're really strong characters with really strong abilities, and they can play them out very fluid, very fast. That's one thing I've actually said very frequently about both of those classes. They're super easy to play, super easy to get into, and recommendable for any newcomer into the game. But what you just said, I've been in so many parties where that has happened, and I definitely feel you. Instantly start bringing those, or that aggro away from the tank. And again, you know, the more seasoned you get as a tank, a lot less of that would happen, Mira, no doubt. And that's not, like, saying anything negative, at all. But I definitely feel the fact that it's an option still sometimes, though, it's a little bit messed up. I mean, if a tank's gonna get the aggro, they should get the aggro, but this game kind of makes you work for it, which kind of shows, like, playability in certain areas with a lot of different people. So it's kind of a good thing, you know? You really don't want to be running ultimate, like, content, which I haven't even, but you don't want to be running ultimate, and then you have a tank over here that couldn't keep aggro, like, so many fights over. So I get it. It's definitely going to be a tug of war of where they could come in with one of those things. And it always will be. I mean, that's why we get so many, like, nukes and nerfs along the way between characters. But just one class that helps people get into the door. Because, like, even now, you know, I've got my Dark Knight to 70. There's a few things I could actually do differently with it that would make it a little bit more useful. Like getting its item level up for starters, which is probably going to be after, well, after the healer, after the Red Mage slightly, because literally it's only one thing that he differs with here from the summoner, then the tank, then everything else respectively down the line. But still yet, it was a struggle getting used to the tanking in this game. Tanking here compared to World of Warcraft is like no better way to put it, night and day. Literally. But it's still fun. It really is. I'm not talking bad against it. Like, you just gotta know where to play those cards. And if they had one that was kind of an intro into that, it would be a little bit better. You would not have these dilemmas where you're like, I guess you still would, because there would be people who would not play the beginner class still. Which is kind of why we had the Gladiator and Marauder and, you know, all that junk. I get that too, but it's not the same. Once you start getting different skills along the way, all that pre-class bullshit, it becomes very irrelevant. Like, maybe not so much with the Summoner. I mean, you just kind of, like, get different things along the way that replaced other things, or maybe another addition here and there to add to the rotation. But some classes, they really do just completely nullify the beginning of well, knowing the character's role. But just a good foot in the door. I feel like the game would really do a lot better if they had one of those. Which I can strongly say about the Samurai and the Red Mage. Both of those great foot in the door character classes to pick and play and get into. but it's another DPS, so it kind of makes things slightly irrelevant, you know? Very cool, very fun, although you do actually got to be seasoned player to even unlock them. Slightly seasoned anyway, so there's that, but again, still, it's only another DPS. Playing DPS is nothing like playing healer and tank in this game. Especially judging, let's put it this way, Duty Finder playability. Sometimes I'll play with loads of new people in this. Happens all the time, actually. So, there's that. You know, it would make things a little difficult there, but... Sorry. Super rambly, I know, but I've actually given that whole measure a lot of thought here by jumping into the game. You're a seasoned player, you get a brand new tank, and then they don't even know what they're doing. It's happened. Same with healer, more times than I'm proud to say. But I'm sure we've all been there. All of us at one point, but... Another one I would love to see, though, is Hunter, if we did get a DPS. Which, just saying, would be amazing. And I'm hoping if they ever actually add the Dancer, I want it to be a healer. That was actually something brought up last night or the night before, sometime in mid-rambles of things, but I would love to see that so much. Dancer as the healer, Blue Mage come in as a tank. Very two strongly wanted classes into the game right now, that's why I kind of use them like that. Me, I'm rooting for the Hunter, though. I was talking about that last night. I love the Hunter in World of Warcraft, love the Druid, love playing Summoner here, love the Sorcerer in World of Warcraft as well. Seeing a Hunter in this game, because of all the cool creatures along the way that you meet, it'd be sweet. Let it all out. Yeah, I mean, once the rambles get going, especially my slot speculations for the future. I don't even want to call them speculations. It's just the things that I want in the game probably won't happen ever. But if they did, it would definitely be cool. The things that I want are specifically and drastically different than what most players are wanting out there. I figured that out when I saw the user interface being tweaked on today. It's cool that people are getting their prayers answered that are out there, but me, I didn't really have that big of a problem with it. But some things I would actually love to see into the game that it's just from playing in so many MMOs over the years. Like, I started out with World of Warcraft, spoiling myself obviously compared to so many others out there, and then from World of Warcraft, basically I had to pick an MMO after that didn't have a subscription fee. And a lot of my friends at the time were playing RuneScape, which I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't. I'm not ever gonna get any reference any of you ever try to give me, except for maybe Tutorial Island references, which I am even sad to admit that's all I could really talk about. Just never got off that island. I just never really got into it. Same with MapleStory. Tried to start it, just wasn't me. And then I went to Guild Wars. I paid like 30 bucks at the time. It actually may have been 20, and got to play like for free every single month. Loved it, you know. That was kind of me making my transition into like adulthood and the MMO world as well at the same time. So things definitely changed, and I was always going back to World of Warcraft. Again, Battle for Azeroth right now is the only expansion I've never played, and it is eating me alive every single day. Luckily, I've got Final Fantasy XIV here to take that void away. But, give me a quick second. I've really got to use the restroom really quick. I will be right back. I'm going to make it quick. I've got Final Fantasy IX music playing in the background, just kind of subtly. I'll make it quick, though. Oh man, that was brutal. Whew. Hey, a quick visit to WoW. Never heard it. Never hurt nobody. I took that both ways. When I first read the original, I was like, you know, back in the day when, like, the whole, like, never said to anyone ever was going around, like, to anything, you know, like, donuts are terrible, never said to anyone ever, or, like, I've never tied my shoe, never said anyone ever under the age of such and such and such and such. That's what I thought you were going for at first, so when you were talking about World of Warcraft, I was gonna be like, I'm gonna take a quick visit to World of Warcraft. Never said to anyone ever. But I feel you, like, I definitely agree. To somebody that's never played World of Warcraft, if you generally like MMOs, it's definitely worth diving into if you can pay the monthly subscription fee. But I could also say the same thing about Final Fantasy XIV here. It's kind of where I was saying earlier. I kind of see them both as the same these days. I definitely have the exact same feeling I had at the end of 5th grade going into middle school of vanilla WoW that I do for Final Fantasy XIV here. Very addictive, very fun, loads of things to do. The best thing that I can say about this game, however, that most MMOs do not let you do, that you can do with this one, is the ability to just literally change your class or job, respectively, instantly without having to make a whole new character, or reset the current character that you've been working on for weeks or months or years on end. That's definitely a fantastic, badass feature that this game actually has. It's probably the biggest thing that's had me hooked and around for so long as well. Just, I can literally just kind of keep my same dude going, you know? Just grind out stuff along the way. Man, number 2 on the duty finder. Let's hope that this next party is a lot more concrete. Like, the last party wasn't even bad. I don't get it. Like, I mean, I guess our DPS might have been a little low, but not that bad. Like, we had a decent tank. What seemed like to be a good healer until they just dipped on us like the tank did, but let's just hope for the best, I guess. That's all we can do. I play the Final Fantasy non-soundtrack on here a lot, and I'm just not gonna lie. It's so hard to not want to stream that game right now. I've just, my menu and, well, schedule really is just so full at the moment. I can't even really play it in the background of all my time. I don't really have a lot of time for that either, but damn it, I missed the game. I will stream it one day. After all, I do actually have the PS4 version. I've got it on Steam. I've got a hard copy probably somewhere lurking around here. It's a great one. That's some stuff that I would really love to see actually come into this game a little bit more. I know we've got GG, or respectively VV, but honestly, I wish there was a little bit more. And you know, we've got the Zidane Glam as well. But I do still wish there was more. Hey, Ostava, or again, Oliver, I will actually send you a message via Discord a little bit later on today, or tonight. Respond whenever you can, you know, just whenever you can. Hell's Lit, yeah! This is actually one of my favorite places. But reply respectively whenever you possibly can. It's just all the Patreon stuff and more so the Wall of Appreciation stuff. But I'll definitely hit you up. I do hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for the Patreon support. I'm glad you could jump in tonight, and I do hope your dinner is just fantastic. Or your food in general. I don't know your time. It could be like lunch or something for you. I naturally just only assume it's dinner. But I hope it's awesome. And it was really great to hear from you tonight as well. Our astrologian just said it's time to duel. Oh man. That's another thing I can say about this game as well. The community. Like, I won't go into as in-depth as I was saying earlier, but it really is one of the better MMO gaming communities out there. Loads of anime fans as well, which kind of gives me that at-home feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Huge anime fan. Wouldn't that be a badass mount? Lava line. I'd love it. Still want the Weasel. If I get the Weasel tonight, I kind of doubt I will, but if I do, Mira, it is yours. I will need the shit out of that thing, and if I obtain it, it's yours, no doubt. So, cross your fingers, but I'm not trying to make a promise here because, like, promise it is yours if I get it, but I'm not gonna promise it's gonna drop. I mean, we know how that goes. But if it does, it's yours. I've always thought this thing looked like a head with arms and legs. Like, I know it has a body, but in a sense, like, if if you just look at it from a different angle, it looks like there's nobody there. I mean, not if you're looking at it from the back, obviously. But from the face. You know, this is one of those dungeons that I've literally loved since day one of release. I always thought it was so great. Still do. I love Hell's Lid. I just do not get to play there like that often. It's always somewhere random. Or not so random, and it's like Fractal or Swallow's Compass for like 3 days in a row. That's just my luck. Kinda like when I do trials and then I'll only get Tsukiyomi. It's not that bad running Tsukiyomi on normal. It's just that not everybody runs it on the rig, so... You know. Gets a little, iffy at times here and there. The biggest thing is, though, is like doing the trials and hoping for like a good old quick, maybe Byakko normal, or taking it way back and just maybe a good old Tot normal, or taking it way back still but really keeping it on that easy factor and wanting that Gilgamesh, and then you get Tsukiyomi. And you already know you're gonna have to play with new players. Oh, Blunk. The fact that I'm still alive even blows my mind. I bailed right when I should have bailed left. Hopefully we get those big pulls. And we are. Nice. Red Mage, what the fuck are you doing? We were almost at one of those moments I was talking about earlier. So, Rez, are you still within the chat there? If so, would you like to get in on the next... after I do this, I'm actually going to get into Rathalos. I'm going to try to get at least 2 or 3 clears in tonight, depending on how good parties are going and Party Finder. I mean, gonna also try to do the level 55 Fisherman quest and another Byakko before the night's over as well, but Rathalos is definitely the next little chapter of the night. But Rez, if you are still online, would you like to get into it? It'd be awesome if so. And Mira, we'll get it back. Don't worry. It's gonna take a little bit. But it'll happen again. Look how far we've all already come. Shit. Missed that and Kindle Bahamut by literally a second again. But, you know, as the good old saying, like, actually goes, you know, good things don't come without tragedy. So, always look for tomorrow. Taking a break. Roth hasn't been too... I feel ya. I can go for it. Glad to know that you're still here, though. Really awesome. But I definitely feel ya. A few bad clears or runs without clears can definitely make anybody want a little break. So, I know exactly how you feel. Just wish me luck tonight. The Party Founder is a very, very brutal place. I say it all the time. People call glam in-game in this game. To me, it's the Party Founder. The true in-game. That's actually, an alt from Tim, Mira. That's something that LJ brought up actually a few months ago, but it's completely irrelevant. It's just his alt tune, and he never, like, he joined in for support and doesn't really play in Ultras at all. But, you know, I can't turn down the support, especially in the growing community that we have. I feel you, Mira. Like I said, LJ actually had brought that up to me one day as well, but, I mean, just because it's that specific thing is there, I literally pay no mind to it, only vastly because, like, the way that I like to look at it is there are roughly over 6 billion people, actually there's probably more, this was the last time I ever even looked at that. There's billions of people in the world. Being that unique or that original these days is not really that often. Not saying that the name in general isn't, because I only know literally like 5, not even 5 characters in this game with like that surname. But at the same time, like, I understand how it's, you know, slightly popular in a certain demographic. But no, definitely, it's just, it's Tim's alt, is all. Favorite part of the whole dungeon. I really wish I had a better explanation of why I like to jump down from really high places in this game. I have none, other than the fact that I think it's fun. Like, isn't that almost, like, sad? Love to just jump off really big shit. It's like, it makes me feel like, I think it gives me, like, old school Grand Theft Auto nostalgia. You right now, I know, are already saying, like, you're playing Final Fantasy right now. Grand Theft Auto? I know. It sounds ridiculous. But literally, most of the time when I was playing that game when I was a kid, since I've been an adult, like Grand Theft Auto 5, played the story, loved it, great game. Same with 4. Any game before that, though, literally would not play the story. I would jump in the game and just wreak havoc upon a city. Like, sometimes I even felt bad for the shit that I would do within the game in the city. But the biggest thing I did that literally had no remorse in any sort of way ever was I would try to get the fastest car in the game and try to find the biggest jump there was. Gosh, I was so guilty of it in San Andreas and Vice City. And again, I don't really have much of an explanation for myself for that. I just thought it was fun. Sometimes I'd still get that fun jitter out of it. Although I haven't actually played like Grand Theft Auto in like 2.5 years probably. Maybe 3 years. But still yet. Fun stuff. Retro Game Mage! What is up? So much fun in San Andreas, I agree. So, Retro, how was the birthday? Hopefully it was a great one. And thanks for all the support lately, like the Instagram support, really cool. I'm gonna have to jump back in on that game as well. I've been a little late with some of the fan art, but I've been trying to keep in conjunction with some of the stuff that I've ran. And, well, as of current things going on, there has not been a lot of art, but I want to get back into it, definitely. I've been a little late with running some stuff on it, though. Thank you, thank you. You know, I would really like to get more on there, like I was saying. Hopefully can. Stay the hell right there. I actually do have more art from other Final Fantasy games I have not, oh shit, released onto there yet, or I shouldn't say release, that I have not shared onto there yet, but it's nothing that I'm currently playing, and that's one of the things I like to really do is, like, you know, kind of promote the art for the current game, you know. But chances are I'm gonna break pretty soon. There's loads of Amano art that I would love to share. That's most of the art that I actually do have as well. Such a big fan. Amano had a great mind and a great hand. So, Retro. Other than what was it that you actually shared, or well, better yet, you can tell us yourself. What games are you trying to work through right now on your streams? I actually like your channel, by the way. You're really up my alley, though I haven't really messed around with too many retro games in the last few weeks, but last couple of months, I should say, but still, the nostalgia that you can bring to the table. Pokemon Omega Ruby right now. Already nostalgia. That is a great one. I actually gifted my nephew Pokemon Sun and Omega Ruby last Christmas, and he has loved it. I loved it as well when I played through Omega Ruby. It gave me so much nostalgia from the oh shit, I didn't even have to do that. From the original Ruby. Love the additions as well, like getting to ride Latios. I'll pump the brakes here. I'm hoping you've actually beat the game. I'm not trying to give out spoilers. I didn't think about that until now, and I'm sorry if I even did. I agree, they did a great job. Literally, I'm at a weird moment in my life with Pokemon because the only game I have not played is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And also a Pokken Tournament. I have not even touched it either. I'm in a constant battle with myself to really try to figure out if I'm gonna buy a Switch to play Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, or not. I want to so bad, but I just don't know if I will. It's your third playthrough? Nice. Okay. No spoilers then. Great. What I was saying is I love the addition at the, basically, I want to say end game. I mean, it's the best way to put it. When you actually get to ride Latios and Latias, basically around the world map. And in Sun and Moon, I'm not gonna lie, like, I actually love the fact that they nullified completely HMs, and they actually had more interaction with Pokemon along the way. Gosh, that helped the game series so much. First time recording. I do hope it's going well, though. Definitely a great game, I'll give you that all day. But really, like, what is a bad Pokemon game? The only two that I gotta say are the least of my favorites, and it's not even really anything against the games, it was just kind of like how they were executed, is Diamond and Pearl. And again, I'm gonna stop and say, I love Diamond and Pearl. I do. Especially love Platinum. But Platinum is what ruined Diamond and Pearl for me. Platinum was so damn good, after I played it, I could never play Diamond and Pearl again. Platinum was just too damn good. It was almost the same case with Emerald, but then they came out with Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And, wow. Again, as we were talking about just a few minutes ago, great game. Yeah. And, Retro Game Mage, that's not, I don't feel like you're spamming the chat, by the way. Not but, it's just so but. Sometimes you've just really gotta look over it. Again, it's so non-human that it doesn't get, like, spam and not spam. I love Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Honestly, my favorite is, I'm not gonna lie, you ask me when I was a kid, it was Crystal. You ask me nowadays that I'm an adult, I'm gonna tell you Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Hands down. But I definitely understand both of you. Like, both of those games, holy fuck, it actually happened. I didn't think it would. I didn't get it, though. Mira, I tried, damn it. I tried. I was gonna get it for you. It just didn't happen. Aw, man, not even a... I don't even get to give anybody a player comp. They all dipping on me. What's a nightbot? It's just, basically your average robot for a stream to make sure that you don't have trolls, and it also has, like, little cool features, like, well, I'll just do it here. Where you can do, like, random commands that help you out along the way. It also makes sure that, you know, you don't have people randomly spamming your chat that are just, like, saying, Like, one. They're out there. There's those evil people. Last game you bothered with was red. Wow! That's like stopping at the start. Red was good, though. I loved red, blue, yellow. Green, only dabbled with. I couldn't read it, so, I mean, what can I have done? Unless you count leaf green. Leaf green was my shit. Only because I felt like I was playing the real green back in the day, which I obviously wasn't. Most nostalgic for, yeah, I feel ya. There's an amazing translation patch for green now. That's cool. Although, I mean, I don't know if it's a big difference, which it could be. Could definitely be. But is it really a big difference from red and blue? I also know that green was infamously known for setting off children with epilepsy with the lighting and the sound waves that actually gone on, and the emotion it can make in your brain with in Lavender Town. That was a big thing back in the day with Pokemon in green version, which is speculation to one of the reasons why it never actually came to the States, but again, that part was speculation. The other part was just the fact that they lacked the proper translation tools and just released them later on with less bugs. It's the Sprots in the dialogue. The old man is hungover, no way! That is awesome. Mewtwo's cave is laid out different. I bet it's a lot more confusing, but I am definitely crazy curious to see what it looks like. Nah, Spira, now's a good time to actually start spamming some of that, Persona 5 anime. Last episode on last Saturday, which I'm really looking forward to this one, was really great. Vaguely put, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's great because it's not a spoiler. If you do, I'm kinda sorry, but it's not that big of a spoiler if you played the game, and I'm telling you, it's just the anime, really, literally rehashing it all out. The introduction of, Haru, I've been super stoked about that. I love the fact that they've done so well with the anime as well. It's so great. Okay, let's check these party finders. I am not trying to get it on a I'll make my own. I'm not getting on a clear party tonight. I'm not about it. Way past that point at this moment. What would I be? 14 in, so it's obviously not as much as Rez. Still jealous. But definitely far past the beginning stages of this. Bless you, Choco. And if Rez isn't popping in, it's definitely gonna be Tinks. And I am super picky with the healer in this spot, so that's gonna be a thing as well. Sorry, Bot Mage. It's not gonna happen. Episode 12, Nas. You literally have like 8 to go, I think, right now. But I do hope you have a great night, Mira, and I do hope you definitely enjoy it. He had too much to drink last night. That is awesome. He hasn't had his coffee yet. Damn, I know exactly what, the dude outside, what is it? Gosh. It's right above, below. Above Pallet Town. Gosh, is it Viridian? No, it's not Viridian City. Or is it? It is Viridian City. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I had to double cross-reference myself. Honestly, it's been a while since I've been into some Pokemon, but I do know my Pokemon. Believe me, I have played them all except for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon in Pokken Tournament. Quick restroom break. I'll be right back. I'll get some more Final Fantasy IX tunes going on for now. I'll be right back. Oh shit, tank. Nuss. I'm a little late. I wish kind of was a warrior, but I've been in here with plenty of good Dark Knots, so I'm about it. Good luck with Roth. Thank you so much, Riz. I actually hope I have some good luck too. I know exactly how you feel. Like it's such a hit and miss fight. You either have a really good party and it goes very well, or it's the exact opposite. There's no in between with this fight. It's kind of like one of the things I was like kind of talking about earlier with Rathalos here, or Rathalos respectively. There's no middle ground. You know, it's not easy. You can't really mess up, but it is fun. You know, as long as it's going well. So, there's something I was thinking about while I was kind of like re-establishing the rest of the, well, getting a drink in the background, using the restroom, making sure Choco is good, and my walk back to the stream location. Nice, got us a warrior. Love a good warrior in this fight. Marky Knot. Like the name, but I need anime recommendations out there. Anybody that like to watch anime that isn't going mainstream. I'm not about to try to start Bleach all over again or Naruto. Although I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen the first season of Naruto. So that's where I kind of stand on that anime. Nothing against it, it was just not my cup of tea. Loved season 1, everything after that just kind of like, didn't like as much. Dragon Ball Z, I've seen it all. Not into Dragon Ball Super that much. Inuyasha, seen it all. Yu Yu Hakusho, seen it all. Like in my older days, when I watch anime, I like the good, short anime. Either a great movie, which I'm a huge Studio Ghibli Miyazaki fan, obviously, who isn't out there. But just trying to look for one of those like good core stories. Like I loved Parasite. I loved Death Note, it was another great one. Attack on Titan's one of the current, like, ongoing anime that I actually do enjoy going on. Persona 5, like Mira had mentioned just moments ago, love it so much, loved the game. Naruto, Tog no Jutsu. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I mean, to me, I could never get into Naruto. I love Season 1. You know, they brought up that introduction, and then, you know, kind of what you said there, it's just, the love affair, the dabbling with so many damn random off stories, which is a big thing even with Bleach, I'm not gonna lie. I love Bleach, but I've still not finished that show because of all the fillers. I've taken more breaks from any, literally, Bleach yeah, there's no other way to put it. I've taken more breaks from Bleach than I have any other show ever, period. I always go back, but as far as Bleach goes, I always gotta take a break, especially when they start spamming those fillers. Well, the Dark Knight left. That's unfortunate. Let's hope this tank doesn't decide to dip out. I'll probably need to go get some quick repairs, but I should be okay for like a couple runs in there. Actually gonna try to catch these last few fish really quick to get to level 55. Damn, really making me go all the way around the bend here. My Hero Academia. I've actually... A dude at GameStop told me to watch that. Even it's been constantly recommended on my Hulu recommendations. Especially every week after I watch the new episode of Persona 5. Literally starts to play My Hero Academia Episode 1 every single time. But I've just not started it. Like, is it really good? Like, is it really good? To the point where, like, you could just sit and, like, binge watch it? Or is it like... You've been watching Yu Yu Hakusho? It's a great one, yeah. It's more amazing than you remembered. I love it as well. I'm also slightly rewatching it, although I've seen it loads of times over my lifetime. I love the show. Last time I actually got into it, though, he was just... Ooh. I can't... They were in the Four Lords. They were in the Four Lords toward the end. I was about to get super spoilery, but I'm gonna pump the brakes. I don't want to ruin anything for you. I don't know how far you are. But, yeah, it's a great one. But My Hero Academia, that might be some one I jump into sometimes. Double? Yes, I'm about it. 2 warrior. If we get a scholar, I am super happy. So many twists. How is it on the content? Like, I know it's not mature content, which, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of the direction I go with a lot of the anime I go these days, mainly just because they don't slow down on the dialogue. They literally will just, like, look at each other and say just random messed up stuff you can't say on, like, the stuff that's okay for 14-year-olds out there. Which, I know that one's, you know, kind of like, not PG, but kind of like PG-14. That's one of those things that's kind of like held me back from it. I just don't want to jump into an anime that's like anything kind of like Naruto-esque. I mean, the stuff that I grew up with, I could lock and get into a lot. The last one that I could compare, like, does it compare to, let's say, Full Metal Alchemist? That was one that literally was amazing to me. Not super long, great story, but also, you know, it's technically PG-14, but it's so great, it doesn't matter. Tug on the heartstrings. It has a lot of action. That's nice to hear. I guess another one that I'm actually on a current break from it though. I've never finished it. Much like Bleach, another comparison would have been like Fairy Tail. I really enjoy Fairy Tail a lot, but oh man, it is a long show and it's full of fillers as well. So sometimes it's a little hard to like make it all the way to the end. Which sometimes you need those fillers along the way. You know, they build up character adaptation, loads of character growth. Not to mention like pure like, well, I was about to say nostalgic moments, but if you're new to the show, that's not going to be the sense, but sometimes nostalgic moments. So you kind of need those fillers along the way in like different shows, but man, the shows that really love to spam the fillers. It's like an anime X-Men. Okay. Although I'm pretty sure there actually is an anime X-Men out there. But that's still cool though. It's kind of like that in a perspective. And I agree, Yu Yu Hakusho is the shit, definitely. Naruto has a decent main villain. I don't even know what that main villain is, to be honest with you. Power of friendship. Yeah, you know, that's actually a big theme in a lot of anime, the power of friendship. But I actually didn't know that in the end that Naruto was actually that embedded into it. Some of the stuff that would get me in the show is the stuff that would just blow your mind the most. Which is one of the biggest reasons why I quit watching it. Which I'm going to keep to myself because, to be honest with you, it's crazy different reasons, but it was mainly just fillers. Rez, have you ever actually seen the ending to Yu Yu Hakusho? Because if not, I already am kind of in the feels for you. Well, I am definitely already in feels for you on the ending of that anime. I'm not going to tell you anything about the end. I will let you see for yourself, but I'm not going to lie. Personally, I love the anime. Will literally give the lifespan, I'm not going to say that. Will literally give the show a very, very high, like 8.5 out of 10. Would give it a 10 out of 10 if the ending wasn't what the ending is. Still a good anime though. Damn. I'm not gonna lie, Steven, that may sound messed up in a way, but I mean, in a sense, that kind of sounds badass. Also sounds messed up, but in a sense, like in a show, to actually see it go down, it sounds kind of badass. It gets worse if you saw the bad guy's backstory. Never mind, maybe. Oh, wait, never mind. Now that I've fully elaborated everything you said, it doesn't sound that badass. You had a bad childhood. It's okay you killed everybody I know. Never mind. I don't get that now. Now that it's sitting in, I'm just like in awe that it's that popular of a show. Your PTSD. I'm not gonna say that one. PTSD is a whole different story. But still, yeah, that is kind of messed up. Where's the justification in that? You know? Your life's messed up. It's okay, you made mine messed up as well. That's just like having your car stolen by a car thief. It's like, oh, you steal cars. That's okay. Oh, that's what you do. It's fun. I always feel like some of the most badass moments in this game is like the first like 10 seconds of the fight. Everybody getting those buffs, debuffs, and whatnot on, summons, Aether Flow. Byakko charging at you to your face, lopping you out, killing you dead in one hit. Oh man, Rathalos. Such a fight. I love that the basic, like, advice for this fight is just like, you know, don't be in the same direction his face is. What else is there? There's not, you know, just kill shit. But just don't be in his face. So far, the way this fight has gone has been the perfect example of what I mean when I talk about this fight, about, like, the aggro with two warriors. I have heard so much shit from people about me, like, explaining how the perfect setup is a DPS, two warriors, and a scholar. The scholar, nobody even argues about, but the two warrior, literally, I have only proof within my streams of how damn near every time I've ran that strategy with two warriors, we get DPS and aggro off so well in the fight that it's really not an issue. Honestly, Australogian's very good in this fight as well. Not quite scholar status, but the shields that they can put on you, literally in the second phase, when Rathalos charges at you, and he leaves you, like, delirious and confused as fuck, with a dot on you, so you're probably gonna die, the Australogian can actually prevent that death from happening as long as they hit you up with that, basically debuff before you actually get hit too soon by the dot. Ooh, gotta take a step over. Man, like, perfect example again there. Look how fast we took down Garula. Oh shit, I'm gonna be doing the Monster Hunter thing for quite a while. Retro. Honestly, like, you gotta get 50 clears on this thing to get them out unless you randomly get it dropped. I wanna be here a lot. And this annoying ass, evil ass fight. The funnest, most annoying fight in the game right now. Most fun, most annoying, I should say. But that's another thing I like going dual tank. They can get that solo pull with that Rathalos AoE. Shit. Ah! Totally got me. Never mind. Ooh, at least I had one in Kittle Bahamut. Not what I wanted to do. Completely an irrelevant ability in here. No, fucker. Definitely got me. Come on, Australogian! I think yes! Whew. That's what I was talking about. That exact same thing right there. How they can save you from that very attack that is very dreadfully, insanely annoying. Sweet. I should have went LB3. Oh, we don't have LB3. Should have went LB. Although, if we can get him down this next time, definitely gonna happen. Oh, and I believe we will. The amount of focus that this fight takes as well is one of those really insane things. Keeps you on your toes the whole time. I have no idea where the healer had gone to at first. That's the end of it though. We beat him. Nice. The glam from the fight. I'm in the same boat. But that's me with a lot of glam in this game. I love it, I do, but you know me. I find that one glam and I just rock it for a long ass time. Till I find the next one over that I like. The mount is definitely awesome. The only thing I can say is that I have definitely said more times than many that there's so many hot fixes that never got addressed into this fight that should have happened. That never did. But just the mount and the Poogie is definitely worth it alone. Tokyo Ghoul. I actually have watched the first season of Tokyo Ghoul, or Gal. Ghoul. We'll say Ghoul. That's how everybody says it on the show. But with Tokyo Ghoul, yeah, I actually watched season 1. Wanted to get into season 2, but just, like, have not even went that far yet. But I loved it, though. The first season. That's the alley I actually like, though, Steven. Actually glad that you mentioned that. That is the type of anime I'm usually going for. Is it brutally gruesome and gory? Well, yeah. But is it fun and cool? Yeah. Oh my goodness, give me the keyboard. I like that attitude. I need 19 more skills, so yes. I wish I was at 19. Literally 40 more for me now. $40 more. That means I've had 15 clears. Man, it feels like so many more than that, but it's not. The Poogie 2? Yes, definitely. Don't watch Season 2, really? Oh, wow. I loved Season 1, but you've got me scared for Season 2. Is Season 3 bad as well? Like, you've just got so many questions arising in my head. Okay. Oof. You had me scared there for a second. Like when there's a lot of the mechanics going on around his head from other characters, sometimes it's hard to see which way his head's actually pointing. And me, I actually like to keep my distance from this fight. A lot of people say the closer you are, the better you are. From personal experience with myself playing well, a caster in this game, being the furthest away has been my best friend in this fight. Next to Rez, that is, because me and Rez have obviously, no doubtably, been in here more than most other people I've actually got in on the stream with. We've had our hand in the pot with this one. Rez even more so than I have. Literally only needing 15, and I am still jealous of that, Rez. I'm not going to let that one down tonight. I can't believe you've come so far in the fight. But also, I know exactly probably how you feel right now as well. Like, you know, when you first start these farms, you know, you get a few death here and there. You understand that a lot of people are still learning the fight, so you kind of got, like, discretion going on. But once you're in that, like, steady grind to, like, below 20, when people mess up on, like, basic things that you've already, like, super mastered, I get it. It gets a little less fun. Which is one of the things I was kind of hinting around earlier about, like, fearing about the future for this fight. Yeah, it's always going to be relevant within, like, the trial roulette. And obviously, you know, it's not going anywhere. They already said it's a permanent, trial in the game. But also in saying that, like, it's not going to be a whole lot of people really trying to get their Rathalos clears, like, way down the line. It's almost going to turn into, like, a Gilgamesh later on. With, like, really, really technical mechanics. Season 2 ignores the manga, really? Well, that's definitely not what you would expect from an anime. Oh, you asshole. And you're not making sense mechanics. Oh, wow. That sounds confusing, really. Definitely sounds like a jumbled mess as far as Tokyo Ghoul goes. But it sounds like, you know, Season 3 was a nice ode to the actual fans of the manga, though. Holy shit. That healer got us all a little messed up there. Too far out. Oh! I hate that fucking mechanic so bad. It makes no sense. Gosh. Look how far away I am. I'm sure everybody says that in this spot, though. That was actually my second down, so we cannot have anybody go down again, though, which is really shitty, especially myself. Man, healer. You were all over the place. Son of a bitch, and I didn't heal myself. God damn it. Ugh! The last death was just... That last run was so shitty. I even gotta apologize to these people for that one. The healer didn't heal the tank. On I've been there so many times on Gorilla Phase. I've actually not been healed a few times on Gorilla Phase. And I can see a tank actually living through that fucking rodeo. A healer never, or a summoner never gonna happen. Honestly, what throws off this fight a little bit is actually having the tanks and then the healer and the DPS still taking a lot of those. That's the biggest thing. There's not real aggro on Rathalos there, so it can fall on anybody. But when it does fall on a tank, it makes it so much easier. But when it doesn't, it's pure hell. Especially if you're a squishy character, like pretty much every character that I've chose to play in this game. Except for the White Mage. I mean, White Mage is fucking stacked. Especially in PvP. And, Steven, I may try to get around to reading the anime sometime. It'll definitely be down the line. It's so much harder for me to get in on a lot of anime these days. Or manga, I should say. I love anime because it takes the simplicity into effect, while reading a lot of manga is definitely fun and enjoyable. It's just a little bit harder to make time for because it takes a little bit longer. But if I do get the chance, I will definitely try to get in on that. Shit. That had the fear in me. Man, this Australasian is definitely good on hills, but they have let themselves get pretty low. Never mind. They had it. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, I'm dead as fuck. Man, I don't know why you gotta get delirious as shit after that. Like, the dot and the attack alone are bad enough. Like, getting all fucking delirious and not being able to heal yourself. Believe me, I could break this fight down in so many ways. Not in so much of a good way either. And I will again still say it's fun. It's just so difficult and so annoying to actually be able to mess up on in so many ways. Oh, you son of a fucking bitch! Fight has officially gone to shit. Rathalos only paying attention to me, apparently. Don't look for the party to stick together after this one, though, unfortunately. I've had 2 really bad rounds with Rathalos here. The odds are it's not going to look up too well. This motherfucker hates me. I've used the example so many times, like straight up elephant mouse theory. Really what gets you is complacency in this fight, I gotta say, is the biggest thing. Being used to him doing certain things in certain parts of the phase of the fight, and then when he doesn't do them and totally surprises you, that is my biggest weakness. Like, yeah, complacency. That's really the biggest thing. Like, I'll be expecting, like our first run, you know, he was all about the tanks. Then second run, me and the healer, and like basically again the second time around, here at the end definitely got the focus on the tanks a lot more again, which is kinda cool. In consequence, not as much. Yeah, like he says, triple dash. Oh, we lost the healer. It was actually a good healer. There was one moment I was scared, but it was only just DPS paranoia. Totally common. Oh, and I knew it wouldn't last though. I literally said it. It's a super common thing. I had one bad run, and then Rathalos just decided to, like, hate my ass after that, so we'll try to get one more Party Finder going. Warm-ups are out of the way. Had one clear, and I've already seen the bad side of things. So let's hope for the best. Maybe one more clear tonight, that'd be great. But after this, I will go ahead and get on Byakko. In the meantime, I'm gonna get a quick repair. Ah, I thought that was a Mender. Oh, there it is. Sweet. Scholar. Wow. Blessing. Straight up Angel coming in. Let me grab a drink really quick. Waiting on that last tank. I really hope that it's another warrior, but one that I would openly accept just no matter what is also a paladin. But it was another warrior, and I'm happy about it. Okay, here we go again. But again, this is my last party here, with Rathalos, or again, Rathalos. I would much rather be on the ground. I could do a lot more DPS, I feel like, but I really don't know if, like, they would prefer me to actually jump on Rathalos or not. The question was asked, but there was never an answer given, so I thought I would chime in. I've definitely been on the back of this mofo so many times. But we are definitely in the perfect setup of a team right now. DPS, Scholar, 2 Warriors. I really hope that everything does go sound for us here. Would love to have at least one more clear for the night before I gotta dip. Which is still, you know, quite a while away, but obviously wanting to do a little bit more the level 55 fisherman job. At least get it started, get the story written, or read. Getting ahead of myself, I guess. But also still want to get a Byakko clearance tonight, though. Oh, fuck. What the monkey was that all about? Oh, shit. Wah, flashed before Mars. Oh, they were literally waiting on me to get that. Like, nobody said anything. What the hell? It only showed me like a handful to chat. I think maybe one of the tanks did go up that time. I don't really know. I'm just confused. thought he was about to come at me. Looks like our DPS might be a little stronger this time, though. What the fuck is all that? Shit. There was no more ads. Okay, gorilla phase coming up. Really paying attention this time if the tank grabs it. Okay, it's me. Oh my god. The healer went down at the same time. That is not good. Gosh, it's like starting all over. And the healer went down again. So unforgiving. It really is. I never can really blame a character for this fight, ever. Like, it's the fight. Not the characters or the people. It's the fight. Sometimes mechanics get a little shifty, but it's the fight. There's just no middle ground to mess up. Oh, and we lost. Oh, everybody. Yeah. Healer ending with a my bad. Thanks for the party and a dip. That's actually my last run for it tonight as well. I got a clear in, which I'm happy about. Could probably work in another. But honestly, it's getting pretty late. I think I'm just gonna call it on my Rathalos clears, or again, respectively, Rathalos. And I'll get back in on it tomorrow. It's not like he's going anywhere after a few bad parties and then a couple mess-ups along the way as well. Sometimes it gets a little difficult. That fought, again, it's hard, it's fun, but still riddled with so many hot fixes that need to be addressed. But, you know, maybe they won't, you know, even if they don't. I'll get those 50 clears in eventually. I mean, I've already went this far with Byakko. Why wouldn't I be able to go that far with, also with Lakshmi? Just about. Why wouldn't I be able to go just 50 clears with Rathalos? It's gonna take a long time. But hopefully Byakko goes well tonight. I mean, it's not too bad. Oh shit. Ugh, very iffy though. You've got me. The duty complete sounds nice, and Dogo's along with it sounds even favorable. We'll find out. It's either gonna be a really good party or just like a really bad one. Ah, Rez logging back in. You should try to look up this party really quick. Party leader is Angel. Never mind. My bad. I wish I would have noticed. A little bit faster. If it doesn't work out, you better bet I'm actually gonna get my own party finder going, so I was tempted to right now, but the fact that there was already one open, which literally requires a clear. Yeah, that's true. DPS are like the guppies of the Final Fantasy XIV world, where like healers and tanks are like every other big fish out there. But again, if this doesn't work out, I will definitely start up my own party finder. Still glad to at least got one of those in. Just 40 more Rathalos. Oh, I'm in denial. Oh shit, we had a tank leave. Let's go ahead and get this started. Why not? Ensemble. This guy's name is a nightmare. I'll literally guess. Ensemble. We'll call him that. Ensemble is on the lookout for a suitable substitute. Good day to you, Tonberry. You're just the person I wanted to see. I'm sorry for foisting this on you without any warning, but could I ask a favor of you? You remember that girl, Raina? The one who you beat in the fishing contest? Well, she sent me a message saying that she needs an expert angler to come and fish her out a spot of hot water. She's been trying her hand at a little chocobo hunting over in Dravania. She didn't go into the details, but it seems some problems cropped up that only a master fisherman can solve. I'd go and lend her a hand myself, but I've got some business of my own to attend to that's going to keep me in the city for the foreseeable future. Sorry to drop it in your lap like this, but would you mind heading over in my place and see what's going on? The chocobo hunters work out of an outpost in the Dravanian Forelands in Telfeather. They call it. Thanks for taking care of this for me, Tonberry, and pass on my best wishes to Raina, won't you? Passing on best wishes is what I do second best. Trying to figure out what I do next is probably first. Honestly, Rez, if this doesn't fill up too fast either, I may go ahead and get my own party finder going on pretty soon as well. I know we're only waiting on a tank, but I really don't even know the stipulations other than the fact that it was a actual... You have to have the clear. I should have looked into that a little bit further. None. That's scary. We'll see. We'll see. What up, Raina? Finally, you made it. Thanks for coming, Tonberry. Hold on. Where's Ansalme? Isn't he with you? You know, he's got some shit to do. In the city. Didn't think he was up to the challenge, eh? Well, I did not say that. Well, at least he had the good sense to send along a suitable replacement. Oh, she's gonna make me blush. You're Thras, the fisherman that great loot is? Oh. And it's angling talents I need to get us out of this mess. For the past few years, I've been coming here to Telfeather for the start of the hunting season. It's dangerous work, but it has rewards. Why, it's just a couple of weeks chocobo hunting can keep a girl in balloon bugs for the rest of the year. After a long day's hard work, there's nothing I like better than to head to the riverbank and catch a few carp for the hunter's supper. The problem is, someone's let a school of carnivorous catfish loose in the river, and they're running riot. At this rate, they'll have gobbled up every fish in the river before the season's out. I've convinced the hunters to try to catch these monsters before it's too late, but they've had no luck so far. It's no surprise, really. Half of them don't even know which bit of the tackle to throw in the water. That's where you come in. I need you to help me catch a few of these whiskery invaders and show those hunters how it's done. What do you say, Tonberry? If my master plan works, it's not only the future of our fish suppers that'll be saved for posterity, but the chocobo hunt itself, after all. You can't catch chocobos on an empty stomach, isn't that right, Stinny boy? Yeah, he doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Looks like Stinny's away with the fairies again. I'd better stay here and keep an eye on him. Wouldn't want him doddering off into the Willem? And giving those nasty catfish something meaner to wrap their teeth around. Do you think you could put my plan into practice yourself? The hunters I sent to catch the catfish should still be upstream somewhere. Just follow the river to the north, and you're sure to bump into them sooner or later. They might not even have caught any of the pescatarians yet, but like as not, they'll know where to find them. I like the fact that they actually kind of tell you where to go. And, you know, never mind. North upstream. Holy monkey! Does that count as upstream? That guy's way the hell up there. Honestly, Rez, I might be better off just doing this. I hate to. Because I really, really want to be in a party pretty soon. But it just sounds so iffy. Gosh, I want to stay because all they need is a tank. But at the same time, I don't know how well this party actually knows this fought. With it not being blue, obviously it indicates that somebody's had a duty complete. But the fact that it's gray always has me afraid. It's like at that, like, you don't know, like, and there's no autumn level. Keeps me afraid. I'm also getting really tired and don't know how much longer my fatigue is gonna let me drag this out. I'll ride it out just a little bit longer. Just a little longer though, not much. Talk about a game that needs the remake. I honestly wish that they would at least remaster Final Fantasy VI like they did 3 and 4. Like, 5 could use it as well, but 6, I mean, if they're not ever gonna remake 6, they could at least do that justice. Well, I'll be if it ain't that Fisher Raina's been going on about the absolute apex of angling or what have you. If you're half as good as she claims, we'll have these horrors sorted out in no time. Flat. These shadow whiskers are eating us out of house and home. They ain't native to this area, see? Some lurk-headed hunter decided to bring them in special when no one was looking, and set them free in the river. You'd know you... Wait, what? And? And you'd know why he did it? To make the chocobos think twice about crossing the river, so the lazy beggar didn't have to hunt so far. As if some fish is going to scare a 10 foam-facing bird. Oh, wait, I said racing. The Shadow Whiskers have put the fear of the gods into their other river dwellers, though. The fish would have been here all along, just ain't quick enough to escape them. So the monsters are having a field day, proper gorging themselves like. We've tried all we can to fish them out, but the slippery beggars just won't take the bait. They head downriver to hunt, but most of them are holed up around here, in the basin of the 100 Throws. It's the big ones in the best nick. They're the most trouble. If you could show us how to go about catching them, we'll take care of the rest. I reckon 3 big uns should be enough to teach us the knack. The fish themselves you can give to Reyna. I'm sure she'll find something use for them. Well, one good thing. New fishing spot. Bad thing? Well, shit. Let's go see if we can buy some shadow whiskers. I don't know what bait I should be using either. Out of shits and gigs, let's try what I got. It might work. This should be fresh water. And res, well, I don't know. I should actually research that before I say it. I was gonna say I think we have a DPS down, but I don't really know. We actually do. One of them actually DC'd on us. Blue call shrimp. That's cool. The bait works at least. So, new fishing spot. Pretty easy to find. 100 throws. Gonna go check that market board really quick. Kind of cheat sheet. What the fuck? We have a player DC. Oh, Rez definitely have a DPS spot open. If you can find Angel on the party finder. Oh shit, Rez! You did get in, nice. Glad to have you, Rez, no doubt. Hopefully we have us a good party. I hope. What am I looking for? Shadow whiskers. Oh shit, it's literally just one word, one W. Okay, what is? Not a single shadow whisker. Okay, shadow whisker. High quality 3, 10,000, 30,000. I'm about it. I'm gonna buy them. Quest complete. Good deal. I'm gonna repeat that as well. So, right now, money makers already know shadow whiskers, high quality, gotta happen, and high quality ice pick, gotta happen. Before we actually get into this party, we're so close, waiting on one last DPS. I'm gonna make my last restroom break for the night, and I'll be right back. always think this current conversation going on is pretty funny at the moment right now. Like, the game is so divided with Byakko. I feel like it's the biggest reason why a lot of people are not running it right now. And it's mainly because of the stack no stack dilemma, where people literally are divided down the middle between wanting to stack and not wanting to stack, which is divided between people that do stack and that have ran the fight since the beginning versus the people who are jumping in now and only know no stack. Let's see what Raina's gotta say. How's the Shadow Whisker hunt going? It'll take every trick of the book to lift those monsters from our water, but you know the book backwards, right? You know? I bought them. Wow, you did it! I didn't. I knew I could count on you. And the Chocobo hunters saw everything, did they? Well, I hope not. The lure you chose. Oops. How you set your lawn. Oops. The flick of the wrist that set the hook. Maybe the flick of the wrist that spent the gill? Excellent! Now they've seen how it's done. You can leave the rest to us. You know what? There's probably going to be a lot of happy people on the market board if that is the case. We'll have the Willem back to its old self in no time. Let's hope so. Good turn deserves another. One good turn deserves another, but I've exhausted my supply of fascinating fishing stories. How about you, Steady Boy? Any exciting tales of angling and adventure to tell our good friend Tonberry? This guy don't know shit. I've got a story for you. Long ago, when Granddad's granddad was just a boy, he met with his traveling trader who'd come from the far east to flog his wares. Among this merchant's stock was a bucket of wiggling red worms that seemed aglow with heat. Naturally, the boy asked him what they were all about. "Them's magma worms, my son," the merchant said, or some such far eastern patter as makes no difference. "Back where I come from, the fisher folk use 'em as bait. Hook 'em to a still line and drop 'em in a volcano, and you'll pull up a fish like the which you've never seen." Of course, he said, "It's a dangerous game, fishing in a pool of molten rock. One false move and you're coming up a crispy. Still, there's many back in the East who would risk life and limb to make it their business. We'll call them the famous hellfishers, or so my great-great-granddad was told." What a story, Sten! Could there really be fish that live in lava? If there are, I want to catch one. It sounds like we'd need some of those magma worms, though. I can't say if I've heard of them. Maybe a Salome would have an idea where to get a hold of them. He's traveled all over the world, right? Haha, well, back to the bar I go. Who's gonna get there first, me? It was the duty funder. Yeah, well, we're getting there, Riz. At least in the meantime of me trying to do that fishing stuff, they were actually sorting out what we're doing in here. I was trying to pay attention to that as well. I can't stand jumping into a thought and then nobody knows what the hell's going on. Here we go. No stack. Cross the fingers. I'm about it if we can manage. I always feel like DPS is a slight bit lower without like without the stack though for some reason. Sometimes I wonder what brave soul ran this fight without the stack for the first time, to realize that you didn't have to if certain mechanics were played out correctly. Really makes you wonder.
Twofold is my wrath, twice cast my foes!
Oh man, that placement was terrible. Bell to the left, definitely, or right. Don't go that way. I just started thinking of like camera angles where people could be like standing when I say stuff like that. Just don't go that way. Wait, that way. Danger zone.
Creation trembles before my might. Behold, fury given forth. My wrath is a ceaseless torrent.
So ceaseless. Ooh, I don't do it often, and it's suicide when I do. Good old tumble roulette. Where the hell am I gonna end up next? Will I die? Will I live? Who knows? I'm gonna be dodging orbs in like crazy motions throughout the air. Shit's gonna happen. Byakko might kill. I'm just kidding. We're all good.
No more games!
I did, like, I do regret that I did get that dot, though. I kind of wish I would have, avoided it a little bit better, but, it could have been worse.
With you.
Tumbles Roulette's a hard game.
Impressive. Very well, I shall bring all to bear. Lightning Sear! Steel yourself!
Oh, motherfucker. At least we're not stacking. For once, you know, I can see that.
You're mine! Surge!
Oh, fuck! Dead. So dead.
Twofold is my wrath! Twice cast my foes!
Not dead, but damn, I'm surprised. Oh, up to the tank now. Here we go. They got it. We'll soon find out. This is it. Come on, tank.
No more games!
Whew, we got it. %. Not doing bad. Maybe could speed up DPS just a tad bit, but we're still not doing bad. Still on target.
Steel yourself! You're mine!
%. $16.
None of my dead hope.
9%. We're almost there. 5%. Three. 1%. This should do it. Good deal. For the Australogian. Well, at least we didn't have to, well, we didn't have a struggle with the clear. That's always a great thing. How many door totems do I need? 3 now, I believe. Yeah, just 3. I'm willing to go 1 more tonight. I hate to, but this person's only going 2 more. But the fatigue's actually hitting me, so I got 1 more in me, and then I'll be at the same boat as Defoe here, 2. But at the moment, yeah, 3 more Byakko. And thank you so much, Rez. I wish I was in the same position with Rathalos, though. I'm not gonna lie. Byakko is so much less taxing, to be honest with you.
There is no turning back! Steel yourself!
I still feel weird not doing the stack.
You're mine!
Damn! Looks like our DPS is doing a lot better this time around than last.
Twice cast my foes!
Already got Byakko like pretty far down. Byakko already at 74%. Nice. What the fuck? Man, off to a good start also with, well, other Byakko. I guess it's kind of a neutral average start. 14%. I think we're at 15 last time. Honestly, the best one I've been in so far has been Judo. Like, we literally got to, like, 1. Me and Judo have had a fantastic party going on in here.
My wrath is a ceaseless torrent!
But Judo is actually a really good tank and healer, I gotta say. So, it's no surprise. Honestly, with the last few, like, well, actually, few coming, well, I'll say the last month, I've actually ran more with, Judo and Rez than most of any other people in this game. Especially with Rez. Me and Rez have, we've, covered a lot of content together as of late. But like I said earlier, Rez, you've been, honestly, like, been really well keeping up with like everything I've been trying to keep up with in the game as well, so that's always pretty awesome.
No more games! To ashes with you! Impressive! Very well, I shall bring all to bear! Lightning Seer!
Thank you.
Still yourself! You're mine! Rage!
55%.
Tempest Surge!
We're getting there. What the fuck was that? Okay. Most of the time, I'll full on agree. This is the one time where I'm wondering, what the fuck? Or what ifs? %, on Byakko. 41%. About to start really taking away soon.
No more games!
Comes that storm pulse.
Tempest Sword! Lightning Shift! Steel yourself!
28%.
You're mine!
26. 24. 'We're almost there. I'll wait till we're 10% at least.
You are stronger than I dared hope!
Fuck.
Tempest Surge!
Honestly, somehow both of those dots missed me, which make absolutely no sense. Sweet. And like probably half of these people right now, I am actually done for the night as well. I'm very tired. I'm actually gonna greed this one. I could use it. I got it. Nice. Scholars definitely gonna happen in the very near future. So not the next class I'm gonna actually jump into, but it's gonna happen soon enough. But definitely happy to get that. I'm actually done. Too tired to play Onward any longer. That looks like loads of people are out. Riz and a tank and myself. And a healer. No, another DPS. It'll probably be the death of the party, unfortunately, but I'm just getting really tired. I've been up since actually, realistically, 5:45 this morning, and it is now 12:25 a.m. Literally, I'm super beat. Just a few hours away from being in that NASA, well, to me it's not really NASA at all, that up way too long era. Almost 24 hours. Been up for about 19 though. 18 and a half, 19, something like that. Definitely tired. Definitely. So everybody, I really do thank you all for watching tonight. Rez, glad that you could participate and actually get in on a few thoughts there. Wish I could have stayed on a little bit longer. Just a couple more Byakko clears, and tomorrow gonna be really penning those out, but also gonna try to get some of the last 40 Rathalos clears. Man, 40, that's so many. But definitely gonna get a lot of that going on tomorrow. Hopefully can make a lot of progress there, but also, Rez, if you are still down like we've been talking about, if you want to get in on Heaven on High tomorrow, I would love it. Try to see how far we could get. I would love to try to see floor 100. Tomorrow night would be an amazing night for it, with no birthday alignments coming on and not too much of other things else. Gonna try to also jump in on Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. I'm gonna try. I do have actually a whole lot of things I actually gotta do, but hopefully can actually get in on Kingdom Hearts as well. But no doubt, Rez, if you would actually like to do Heaven on High tomorrow, that would be amazing. But if not, you know, it's all good. Definitely feel you, and I'm definitely glad you had fun. Also had fun. Wish I could have got at least one or two more Rathalos clear in, but in due diligent time. It's not like I'm gonna give up on it. We'll definitely be doing it every day. And if you've been curious and you like the Fisherman quests, if you would like to see what's gonna happen next, maybe pop in tomorrow. I would read it now, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm just that tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. We'll finish this quest up tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be nice. But until then, everybody, I'm definitely out of here. I'm, again, so tired. Had actually a good progressive night in, though. Got some Tombstone's Medacity from the Expert and level 70 Roulette. Not to mention everything I did with the Fisherman here. Definitely took a lot of work, but got him up there. Got to level 55. Ready for the next, well, I was gonna say ready for the next quest, but completed the next quest pretty much until I literally talked to this person tomorrow. But also, definitely did a lot of work up till then, though. Definitely proud. So, gonna go ahead and pop out of here, though. Had a great night. Thank you all so much for watching. Everybody that got to participate in the live chat and at least jump in here for the good stream. Definitely appreciate you all, no doubt. I will be back on tomorrow. Gonna be doing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts as long as everything goes well, and also gonna be doing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV again. Again, as long as everything goes well. When I pop back in, I'll be finishing this Fisherman quest, which is pretty much already finished. I'm sure there's just like a little bit of lore gonna go down into it. But also going to be working on Rathalos and Byakko. Definitely going to get those last two Byakko tomorrow. No doubt is going to happen. We'll get the last two Byakko tomorrow. Just leaving it at 97 is just not an option. So definitely going to happen, doing two Byakko. With Rathalos, it's going to be up in the air as far as clears and difficulty goes with the party members. But definitely going to get at least one more clear with Rathalos tomorrow as well. Also, gonna be, just doing basic roulettes probably until then as well. But definitely gonna be on tomorrow. Maybe try something new if I can along the way. But for now, everybody, I'm out of here. I'm very tired. And I can't wait to jump back in tomorrow. But until then, I'm out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, getting in on that live chat, and everybody that was watching that didn't. still, thank you so much. Rez, glad you could make it. Steven, it was definitely awesome having you tonight. Retro, good luck with everything you've got going on with your streams as well, but definitely glad that you can make it, and thank you so much for the support as of late. It's been definitely greatly appreciated, and it's been really awesome, no doubt. Mira, hopefully you're having a great night. Definitely hope so. Astava, thank you so much, and Oliver, thank you so much for the Patreon support as well. And again, I will hit you up between tonight and tomorrow. It's pretty late, so I may just wait until the morning, but no doubt Oliver gonna hit you up pretty soon. Please look forward to the message on Patreon, but no doubt I will have all patience. Thank you so much for being you and for the support that you've brought us. Verda, glad that you could join in tonight. It was really awesome, Verda. Julian, always a pleasure, and glad that you could pop in tonight. The PC Gamer and Judo, it was definitely super exciting having both of you tonight as well. But everybody, I am out of here though, and I do hope you have a great night. It's been a lot of fun. But until the next time, everybody, I'm out of here. I'm very tired, and I will be back on tomorrow. But until then, good night, everyone. And that's not the screen that I was going to stop on. That is the intro screen. Sorry about that. Good night, everybody. Have fun. And I can't wait to see you next time. It will definitely be loads of fun, I'm sure. And again, tomorrow I will be back on. Gonna try to do more of Kingdom Hearts. Gonna be trying to do more of some clears here within Final Fantasy XIV. And hopefully everything does go well. But everybody, I'm out of here for now. Good night. Take it easy. Have fun. Hopefully you get those clears. Hopefully you have loads of fun with whatever it is you're trying to run. And hopefully you get those accomplishments accomplished. But until next time, everybody, I cannot thank you enough for watching. Hopefully you all have a great night. Hopefully it's an amazing night and a good start to the weekend. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, and hopefully I can. But for now, everyone, I'm out of here. Take it easy and have a great night. Till next time.